This week at the Capitol was all about sex and drama, but not in the Sex from the City way. Get ready for a long but wild episode. It's Jenny with Capitol Watch, and I'm here to give you the rundown on what's been happening at the Arizona State Legislature. The deadline has now passed for bills to be able to be heard in the committee of their chamber of origin. So basically, if there was a super bad or a super good bill that had not yet been heard in committee, that bill is likely dead. Now let's get into the weekly recap. Legislators heard bills relating to sex education, abortion, and contraceptives. Unfortunately, it was all done without any scientific backgrounds. SB 1381 passed out of committee in the Senate, which would ban abortions based on a fetal diagnosis, which is similar to SB 1457, which also bans abortions after a fetal diagnosis. Both bills passed out of committee and have no regard for the safety of the pregnancy carrier, the capability of the family, and create felonies for anyone receiving the abortion. There was also a sex education bill that passed out of the Senate Education Committee. SB 1456 passed out of committee on partisan lines and would ban any type of sex education before the 5th grade. And it would also ban the mentioning of gender identity or sexuality. This bill is an attempt to reinstate no promo homo, which was repealed in 2019, and it had a ban on teachers being able to mention the LGBTQ+ community in Arizona. It also doesn't take into consideration the fact that sex education before the 5th grade is not about sex at all. It's about boundaries, safety, hygiene, and puberty. These are all super dangerous bills, and we encourage you to follow our friends at Equality Arizona and Planned Parenthood to stay up to date as to what's going on and any actions against these bills. Tensions are high amongst Republicans, and they've even begun killing each other's bills. They usually only do this to Democratic legislators and their bills. Anti-democracy promoter and all-around hater Senator Michelle LaDinterita sponsored SB 1069, which would purge over 200,000 people from the permanent early voter list. This bill has received strong Republican support because Republicans hate it when people actually turn out to vote. However, in a wild turn of events, Senator Paul Boyer from LD20 actually voted against the bill and killed it. Senator Michelle LaDinterita was so angry that Senator Paul Boyer voted against her bill, she motioned to rehear an education voucher bill that Senator Boyer was the sponsor of. That bill had already passed through the Senate floor, but Senator Michelle LaDinterita did it as payback to Paul Boyer for killing her bill. Then, Senator Kelly Townsend, who also has a history of ridiculous antics, shamed Gentirita and referred to everything as high school drama. For now, the bill is dead, but there is a strong possibility of this bill coming back as a striker. So keep contacting your legislator and demand that they vote against any attacks on the permanent early voter list. That's it for this week. Make sure to follow our socials for live legislative updates as they happen. And go to progressarizona.org to sign up for our newsletter and to receive more updates than what we cover here.